These Waves plugins are 100% free with no update fees, so you can continue to update them and they're going to continue to be free. And they're actually very useful. A couple of them I use all the time anyway. So first, let's take a look at the VEQ3. You get that classic Neve EQ sound that's being used on tons of hit songs, giving you features from the 1066 and 1073 EQ. And what I love about this one is that you get a very straightforward and easy to use 3-band compressor, and it also has a high pass filter. The outer ring on each of the bands controls the frequency, while the inner knob controls the amount that you want to attenuate or add. And the high band gives you the option to switch between 10 kHz like the 1066 had, or 12 kHz like the 1073, which gives you some flexibility. So let's have a listen. To go along with your free vintage EQ, we've got a free vintage compressor. So let's check out the V-Comp. This one's based on one of my favorite sounding and a very underappreciated hardware compressor, the Neve 2254. It's very well laid out. You have your limiter section and your compressor section. You can use both the limiter and the compressor together, or you can choose to use just one of the sections if you want. And this gives you a lot of flexibility while using this. It can be great on individual tracks or use it on buses, including your mix bus. The Waves V-Comp plugin is a very musical and versatile compressor, so let's check it out. Now let's have a look at the Waves Audio Track Channel Strip. This one combines an EQ, compressor, and gate into a single low CPU usage plugin. So you can throw this on every track in your project and it's not going to bog down your computer. The EQ section gives you 4 adjustable bands, and these can be switched between bell, shelf, and low pass or high pass modes. Now, because the output level is likely going to change after the EQ section, you can check the levels before they enter the compressor by looking at the energy meter in the center here. And this is the level after the EQ before it hits the compressor. So if you're clipping, you can adjust the input level if you need to. The compressor section is very straightforward. You have your ratio, attack, and release, and then you have your threshold in the center. If you use the compressor at a 0.5:1 ratio, it can be used as an expander, and that gives you some more flexibility with it. The gate section, again, is very straightforward. You have your threshold on the other side of the energy meter, and then the gain reduction meters are the curved LED looking lights on each of the sides. And finally, you have your output level control for gain matching. It's a very straightforward plugin that can quickly help you to sculpt the sound of any track you put it on. Now, reverb is an essential tool for mixing, and in the Waves free plugin pack, you get the IR Live Convolution Reverb plugin. As the name suggests, this is an impulse response reverb. It includes impulse responses recorded from a wide range of real spaces, from halls and rooms to plates and more. So this one can find its place in a mix anywhere that you need reverb. And what I really like about this one is that the user interface is very streamlined. You can switch through the IR presets, and then you can dial in your pre-delay, reverb time, and adjust the mix if needed. Another mixing essential is saturation. So for this, Waves have included the Lil Tube analog saturation plugin. You can add subtle harmonic saturation to any track that you put it on, or you can dial it up a bit and get a little more distorted tube saturation sounds out of it. It's very light on CPU usage, so you can add this to every track in your mix, even if you just want to add a little bit of subtle harmonic saturation to everything, similar to recording through a console. The little sensitivity switch toggles how hard your audio is going to hit the tube. It has 3 positions: normal, soft, or high. Then you have the big drive knob, and this controls how much saturation you want to add. And then at the end, you have your output knob, and this allows you to gain match after your audio is processed. This plugin's small in size and in name, but it can be big on sound. And if that's not enough distortion or saturation for you, you also get the GTR Solo plugin, which includes a bass amp and 9 guitar amps. Plus you get the matching cabinets for each of those and 13 stomp box effects. You have your clean amp, your crunchy, your overdriven, and heavy distortion amp sounds in here. You also get control over the cabinet that's used and even the microphone that's used on the cabinet. There's lots of guitar and bass tones in here, but don't be afraid to try this on other instruments as well. Waves have also included a free instrument plugin. You get the Motion FM Synth in here. The FM synthesizer sounds have been popular since the 80s, and you can get some straightforward basic instrument sounds, but you can also get some big synth sounds as well. Plus, if programming synths really isn't your thing, you get over 1,000 presets to help you get started with this one. But if you do like to program your own sounds, they've tried to make this a little more straightforward so you can quickly come up with your own custom FM synth sounds. Now you're also going to get the StudioVerse effects plugin and the StudioVerse instrument plugin. And this allows you to create custom effects or instrument chains, and you can quickly load those up in your DAW or in any DAW. And it's not just for Waves plugins, you can load up VST3 plugins from other companies. And I actually did a video where I mixed an entire song using a lot of these plugins and the StudioVerse effects plugin, and you can check that out by clicking the video on the screen right here. Of course, if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching. For Audio Tech TV, I'm Zane. Keep creating. Fist bump. Thumbs up.